Question 14. A cell is constructed from the two redox system below. This is copper 2 ion gaining 2 electrons to become copper solid. So that's the potential, electrode potential for that. This is silver ion gaining 1 electron to become silver solid, and that's the electrode potential for that. The way electrode potential works is that the higher value stays, but the smaller value you have to revert that one. You have to reverse it. So in this case, this one is what you call the reduction here, and this is also reduction, but it has to be oxidized because this is bigger than that. The bigger ones stay as the reduced, and the smaller one is reversed. And if you reverse it, then that would be the value of E will reverse. So what I'm saying is the copper 2 plus will not be forming the copper 2 plus 2 electrons will not be forming copper solid when it's in solution with silver plus, because the silver plus will be the one gaining the electron, while copper will be the one losing the electron. So this reaction will have to be reversed because this is smaller than that. So what really happened would be copper solid losing an electron to become copper 2 plus 2 electrons. And that value, the E value for that, will be equal to minus 0.34 volts. So it's negative now. Why? Because this value is bigger than that. So this is what you call the oxidation. So that's oxidation. And the silver will be the one that will be reduced. So silver will be Ag plus aqueous, obviously gaining the electrons that copper is losing, so E minus, to become silver solid. So in this case, silver masses will be deposited while copper masses will be reduced because you're losing the mass to become iron. So don't forget, this is aqueous and this is solid. So we're making the silver solid and we're reducing the copper solid, and the E value for that one will be, plus 0.80 volts. And so in that case, what we then do is we add them together. So you have to obviously draw a line, you add them together, so you're going to get 0.8 volts minus, because that's a plus, minus 0.34 volts, and that will give you overall value of what? 0.46 volts. So that's plus 0.46 volts. So now if you look at the statement, which statement is or are correct for the cell? Well, I mean the cell, if you draw the cell, what we're saying is you got, so you got a solution. So that's what the cell we're talking about here. And so which statement is correct? We would say the cell potential is 1.14 volts Well, what they've done is add these together to get 1.14 volts. So that's not correct because this is what it will be. The cell potential will be that. So this is wrong. That will not be correct. The reaction at copper electrode, so if you have a copper electrode here, is going to be copper, yes, of course it will be because I've just done it here. So you're going to get copper solid going to copper 2 plus 2 minus. So that's what will be the reaction at the copper electrode. So that will be reversed because this is smaller than that. The bigger one stays and the smaller one is reverse. So that's what would happen. And so the smaller one is oxidation and this one here is reduction. This is oxidation, this is reduction. Reduction stays, the smaller one become oxidized. And so that's correct. The silver electrode increase in mass. So the silver electrode here, the mass will increase. So that's what we mean. And that's the mass increasing here. So this is a copper electrode. So that will lose, so that will become copper ion. So the electron will then go there to turn that into more silver. So silver will grow in mass. So because that mass will be deposited here. So that's correct. So we're looking at 2 and 3. So 2 and 3 is going to be C.